Morning, hello, what's up? Today I'm just about to head to the gym this morning. Thought I'd take a few shots so you can get a little insight into what I do in the gym and my training program. And yeah, do a bit of that and then I'm going to head to the pump track later. I also thought I'd do a little bike check video of my newest bike, which is my Marin Rift Zone 27.5. Yeah, so stick around to the end of this video and I'll do a little bike check so you can see how I set it up.
Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double, told him check the stats, yeah I got a couple, I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble, I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell, feel like John Moran, need a triple-double, told him check the stats, yeah I got a couple, I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble, I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell, yeah I need it now, told him on the lay, I've been moving dog, yeah I'm on the way. I don't hear the talk, don't care what they say. I don't got no patience, I can't ever wait. I've been trying to get it, running up all these digits, and I've been in the gym. I've been up doing minutes, I just put in that work. Told them it's strictly business, and I see through the face. They all just burning bridges. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told them check the stats.
Here we have a wild Harriet Bibbitch hosing the track. Don't you dare hose me, you little beep. Oh, who do we have here? Wild Louise, ready to pump it up.
Yeah, they say they want it, then they took the summer off. I've been going down the list, checking numbers off. I was checking on your numbers, told them something's off. I was at the bottom, now you know I'm climbing. Now they sending deals, they know I ain't signing. They been trying to sell it, they know I ain't buying. When they send a text, dog I ain't replying. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told them check the stats, yeah I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell. Feel like John Moran, need a triple-double. Told them check the stats, yeah I got a couple. I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble. I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell.
So here we have the Marin Rift Zone 27.5. Thought I'd do a little bike check for you guys. This bike came out only a few months ago. I was lucky enough to get it just before Rotorua at crankworx, and I raced Gill slalom on it and happened to win, which was pretty good. So yeah, it's got a pretty good track record for this bike. I love riding it, and yeah, let's take a closer look. So obviously it's in the name, but the wheel size is 27.5. I also decided to go for a size small, just because it's more manoeuvrable, especially when you're racing dual slalom and you're trying to get in those tight rollers and berms. I've been riding the old Rift Zone for a while, but this new frame has a couple of really nice new features. It's got a much lower seat tube than the old frame, which makes it a lot easier to move around on the bike. And it's also got a few little features which makes the cabling a lot neater, which I really like. It makes the whole bike just look super tidy. Let's start with the cockpit. I run PNW bars, stem and grips. My bars are 760mm wide, which is the same across all of my bikes. My stem is 50mm, which is longer than on my other bikes, but because it's a small frame, I need that extra bit of length in the stem to help me feel more comfy on the bike. I'm running the WTB wheels with the CZR i30 rims, which are carbon. These rims are faultless, never had any issues with them. I've also got WTB tyres. I usually run the Trail Boss front and rear because it's fast rolling for racing, and also the light casing because not really got a risk of puncture on dual slalom. There's no rocks or anything. I'll run my tyre pressure pretty hard whilst I'm racing, probably around 30 psi give or take, depending on what the course is like. And for my saddle, whilst I don't sit on it much on this bike, I'm running the WTB Diva saddle. I actually run that on all my bikes and it's super comfy for the long days in the saddle as well. For my drivetrain, I'm running Microshift's Advent Super Short Derailleur. This is 9 speed and the cassette is 11 to 34 tooth. It's super durable and it performs under the pressure, and it's perfect for what I need when I'm racing dual slalom. Along with the microshift drivetrain, I'm running the Hope Evo crankset with a 34 tooth chainring. I'm running the Hope Tech 3 brakes front and rear with 180 rotors front and rear as well. Don't really need much more stopping power than that because we're not doing a prolonged downhill, it's just a short 20-second relatively flat course, and it also saves a bit of weight having those smaller rotors. I've also got Hope bottom bracket and headset as well. I've got the Crank Brothers stamp flat pedals on at the moment, but usually when I'm racing I'll use the Mallet E pedals so I can clip in and have the most power out of the gate. I've got the Marzocchi Bomber Z1 forks and the Bomber Air shock. It's 130mm of travel in the front and 120mm of travel in the rear. I basically run my suspension pretty much at the maximum air pressure possible. I've got 3 or 4 spaces in the fork. I run the rebound fully closed because of how much pressure is in the fork and shock. And that is my Marin Rift Zone 27.5. If you have any questions about it or how I set it up or whatever, let me know in the comments and I will be sure to reply. Please enjoy this outro of us having fun at the trampoline park.